If you've been waiting to see what Toyota is cooking up for the 2026 Highlander here in the US, it's finally looking like this next version is going to push things further than the last refresh. The current model has been solid, good reliability, good practicality, but let's be honest, it hasn't exactly been turning heads. The 2026 update looks like Toyota finally realized the Highlander needs a stronger identity, and they're leaning into a bolder and more modern design to keep up with rivals like the Pilot, Telluride, and Explorer. From early details and what Toyota's been signaling, the front end is getting a sharper, more aggressive look with slimmer headlights and a grille that doesn't feel oversized but finally fits the character of the SUV. The stance is wider, the body lines are cleaner, and the whole thing looks less family appliance and more modern family SUV that actually looks good in a driveway. Under the hood, the big talking point is the hybrid setup. Toyota is doubling down on efficiency, but they know American buyers still want usable power. Expect the 2026 Highlander to finally get a stronger hybrid option, something that doesn't feel strained when merging onto a US highway with a full load of kids, luggage, and whatever else people cram into these things. Toyota knows the competition is offering punchier setups, and they can't afford to lag behind. The goal here is better fuel economy than the current model, but with more real-world torque, so the SUV doesn't feel underwhelming. Off-road capability is getting some attention too, especially with US buyers shifting toward adventure trims. Don't expect it to turn into a 4Runner, that's not its lane, but Toyota is likely building out an improved AWD system with better traction logic and a more useful drive mode setup. Basically capable enough for winter, gravel, dirt roads, and national park trips, not hardcore trails. And that's exactly what most owners actually use their SUVs for. Inside, Toyota is finally fixing the weak points. The interior on recent Highlanders has been fine, but not competitive. The 2026 model is expected to tighten that up dramatically. Bigger screens, cleaner layouts, better materials, and a cabin that actually feels modern, instead of good enough for now. You can expect more space management upgrades too, because the third row has always been the Highlander's biggest complaint in the US market. Toyota knows that, and improving comfort, accessibility, and cargo flexibility is basically mandatory at this point. Pricing, expected to climb. Everything else is, and Toyota isn't pretending it won't. The 2026 Highlander is probably going to start slightly above the current model, but the point is to justify it with noticeable improvements, instead of tiny updates that nobody actually feels. Toyota wants this thing to compete directly with the best-selling 3-row SUVs in America, and they know safe and reliable isn't enough anymore. Compared to the older models, the 2026 version looks like Toyota's first serious push to bring the Highlander back to the front of the segment. More presence, better tech, smarter hybrid performance, and a stronger interior. All things the US market has been wanting. So if you're the type of buyer who's been waiting for the Highlander to finally step up its game, this 2026 version is shaping up to be the one worth paying attention to. It's still family-friendly, still Toyota reliable, but finally packaged in a way that feels current, capable, and genuinely competitive here in the United States.